Oh, they're driving me to drink. Time to start looking at Gavin McKenna videos. I'd been avoiding them, but the way things are going here, might be in the running yet. Lose again for McKenna. Wow. Yeah. Rick's here.
Well, sir.
Rico. Lose again for McKenna. Can we start saying that? In earnest?
Yeah, we're gonna have to kind of things out for also for Verov and a few other guys because now we're not so sure it's McKenna anymore. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to come up with a few of them, my friend.
Veer off for Verhoff, and yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, good for us draftniks, I guess. We'll get some coverage down there.
Where to start? Like this is wow.
I'd even, you know what? Like I'd even bring back Caden Primo at this point. Like seriously.
Like that. Yeah, if he's available.
Oh my god!
I mean, if Evans is out, now they have to call up Jacky. I mean, Florian. That's not, that's a problem.
Yeah. Beck or
I guess
Jacky.
I'm going to pick up Texier off waivers probably, but
Yeah.
What could you do? They need a body at this point.
Yeah. Joe Veleno's now prime penalty killer.
Jeez. Played well though overall, but there's some puck management mistakes that he makes too though.
Oh, I know.
And that second line today, sorry, but that old line was not good at all.
Oh God, no. You're fuzzy.
Yes, we're gonna go back to the minimum. Wait a minute.
There.
Go back.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Your head was normal size there for a minute, but
wait a minute. Oh, let me try again. I think I did something different.
There we go.
Is that okay? I don't care. I'll leave it like that.
Yeah, sure. You just if you move over a bit so that oh, perfect. That's fine. Yeah, good.
All right.
I don't
actually. I kind of look good though today.
Yeah, no, you're looking dapper. The week off is doing you some good there, my friend.
Oh gosh, what a disaster this week off has been in a way though. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong.
Yeah, well,
I think I'm going to take advantage of it though. I'm going to go down to Drummondville tomorrow and catch Drummondville. I forget who they're playing against, but yeah, I'm going down to Drummondville. I think tomorrow.
Okay.
Take advantage of it.
Cool.
And I got my tickets for the Junior A Challenge. I bought them today. Tonight.
Right on. Well, let's have a quick look here. Habs lose 8-4 tonight. If you're just tuning in, you missed the game. I wouldn't blame you if you missed the third period.
Well, quickly, my friend Coach Costa Papulius has been talking about the Habs needing a maybe a new goalie coach since last year.
Yes.
If I shout him out, would that be okay? Because he does his own show too, or does it better not mention any competitors? Or he's a good friend of mine for many years, but I don't have to mention him.
Did you not just say his name?
Yeah, but are we not live yet?
Oh, we're live.
Oh boy, okay. I thought we're getting ready for the show.
Okay, yeah. No, we're live.
Oh boy, sorry about that, folks. I didn't know that. Didn't say anything wrong.
Well, it's okay to say his name. Yeah, give him a shout out.
He's a good guy, good friend of mine. But he's been talking about it for a while. He's been questioning the Habs goaltending preference and just the same mistakes coming up. And he's, the difficulty that all goalies of the Habs seem to have tracking the puck at this next level. So
yeah,
interesting to see that this might be an issue, and obviously looks like one right now.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I've heard rumblings around just in NHL circles that the goaltending coach isn't the goaltending coaching isn't highly renowned, and I think it's safe to say it's time. I've been saying it for a couple of weeks. Time to either replace the goalie coach or bring in another coach to help. But first and foremost, they got to call up a goalie. They need to. It just if they want to, like, if they hope to make the playoffs, and I suspect that Jeff Molson wouldn't mind doing that. They got to call up a goalie. I already, like, the thumbnail I put up for this show. It's Fowler time. I mean, whatever. It could be Kahkonen too. We can debate that one way or the other, but one of the two. It's time.
And I think, Coach Pascal Vincent with his NHL experience would be best placed to kind of answer that question for the Habs, like his
Sure.
psychological makeup, his preparation, how he's been going. He'll be able to kind of give you a sense of, some goalers at his age and his lack of experience maybe are not ready to handle it. Some of them are. Jacob Fowler has a reputation of being really, really a good mindset, very mature, very composed. So in his case, he might be ready, but some goalers are not. It's really, and that's where you got a good AHL coach that could give you that direction and say, maybe not now. How's Kahkonen been playing? How's he been doing at practice? They're gonna really, but I think that one of the two has to be brought up. And again, I don't know which one. You're right about that. There's consequences about bringing one or the other up. Do you bring down Dobesh too if you're going to bring one up? Do you go with 3 goaltenders? I don't know. These are all questions, but boy, just a mess for the Habs right now, and I just don't know how they're going to fix this because of the injury situation. Who comes up? How do you change the lines? Not only the injuries, like guys who are not playing, but even the guys who are on the lineup. Balduc has been rumored to be injured. Suzuki's been rumored to be injured. Evans does not look good for now, but so I don't even know where you're going to get that help from your system at this moment.
Yeah. Well, I think it's got to start with goaltending. If you never have a goaltender that outplays the guy at the other end, you're not going to win more games than you lose. It's going to be the opposite, right? So, start with that. And I mean, that's the one thing you can control right now. It's not like a difficult thing to do. You call up a goalie, and you call up a goalie and you hope that somebody else can play. Somebody else can do the job because neither of these guys are doing the job right now.
But sometimes all you need is a spark. If somebody could come in and give you 2 or 3 really good games, let's say, and make you win a few, that just gets the ball rolling a little bit then, and then you could build on that. But right now, they just look defeated. They were just out of it at the end.
Who salvaged the season last year? You could argue that it was Dobish, right?
Yeah. That's an argument that could be made.
They went on the road to Florida. It looked like they were done like dinner. He comes in and shuts out one and beats the other and goes on has a great start and got them back on track. So why can't it be why can't it be either Fowler or Kahkonen? It's not it's you can't be worried about, well, this might upset, it's not like it could make Monty worse, right?
No, I mean, it's almost pathetic to see him now. I almost feel bad for the person. No, put aside the goaltender, but the human being just looks defeated out there. Every time he lets in a goal, he's doing the whole thing with the water bottle, looking around, he's shaking, and it's just not a good time right now. He really needs a break from all this, I think.
Yeah. Well, when you turn Ethan Frank into a sniper, you know that you're in trouble, right?
Yeah.
I mean, holy moly! It's just it's really demoralizing right now. Drum dude, it's bad when you wince every time the opposing team enters your zone. Neither goalie gives you confidence right now. No, I know.
Yeah.
By the way, this at the changes to all of everybody's thing, I read up on it, and they're changing this so that there can be less spam and stuff. So they're adding an at to the usernames, and so that's not was nothing on my end. It's this is something YouTube's doing. You know, a few people like Casanova. That is Slater, Cuckoo. So you know, there's a few guys. I mean, Stanex is a Stanex still. That it's going to take a little while to recognize some of the familiar names here, but most are the same. Like Francois Bedard is now just at Francois Bedard. I can figure that one out. So, anyways, guys, I know the goalie sucked, but how many times a Cat player had multiple seconds alone in the slot to shoot? Oh no, hey, this isn't all on the goalies. But again, when you're always playing from behind, you know, you tend to take chances and stuff, right? And what the hell was Dobson doing when Hudson made that rush? Like that, they were still in the game, right? They're a goal behind. Yeah. Hudson goes in on the play, and Suzuki's the only guy back. I don't know where Dobson was. When your other defenseman rushes in from the blue line with the puck, you stay back. There was 3.5 minutes left, and they're down by a goal. You don't have to panic. Hudson's on a rush. Stay back. What? Like, I don't know. Dobson was in the slot or something. He went to the, like, Suzuki was the only player back, and then Ovechkin 3-on-1, game over, right? Like, I don't know what Dobson was doing there. When the other defenseman rushes with the puck in from the blue line, you stay back, you know? But
that's always been the frustrating part with Dobson, even with the Islanders fan base, is that you have these moments during the game where he just doesn't move his feet anymore, and you question it. And with his experience, he should have known that Hudson was going to maybe take a bit of a chance. He needed to create something. They had no more time left. Wow. Maybe in another situation, Hudson would have played it a little bit differently, but he had no choice. They needed a goal now. They can't wait anymore. You know the guy's going to go. Well, be careful. Expect something to maybe go wrong. And there's moments in the season or almost in many games where Dobson just stops moving his feet and just stands there a little bit. And you're going to have to accept it because he's going to be around for a few more years. But I wish that wasn't the case. He should know better at this point that you got to read the play, you got to know the situation, and you got to be ready for everything. With his experience, he should have known that.
Yeah. I think we got joined by Marty St. Louis. This is on me. Oh no, this is on MSL. Oh, I thought it said this is on me. Okay. No. Oh, okay. Well, it's definitely not Marty then. Garrett Patterson. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think it's on a lot of people tonight.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Grant. I mean, look, he doesn't have much of a lineup right now. He's kind of trying to manage, and one thing about it, the Habs still tried to come back after being down 3-1. They never stopped. They went. They went for it. Just the last 2 minutes, everything fell apart. So I'm not willing to put it all on Marty St. Louis. I think you're stuck with what you're stuck with. I just think his loyalty to Sammy Montembeault was maybe a little bit exaggerated. It should have been a little bit. Should have not given him quite as much rope. Yeah. I think it was not the time to do it.
Yeah. So Devin Deux is Wolfie 22-22. Okay, got to remember that. It's going to take a little while. Thrawn is Thrawn. You get a goal from Veleno and a goal from Gallagher in the same game, and they lose. Yeah, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I get you, buddy.
I think it was everybody's fourth line, though. It didn't. God, the goaltending. I mean, you got the 3 goals by Ovechkin, but Sonny Milano scored, I think, 2 goals, if I'm not mistaken. He's been in and out of the lineup for a while, and so a lot of the fourth line players from both teams did pretty well today.
Look at this guy here, Mr. Panagoitis. I think that's Paul.
That is Mr. Paul. Holder,
just attended my second game. Here's the deal. The excuses are mounting. Yeah. Yes, Paul the Greek. I get it, my friend. So he does a handle with an even harder name to pronounce. Thanks, sir. Thanks, Paul. Molson's going to owe all Habs fans some hair dye. This team's giving us all gray hairs. Yeah, well, not me and Rick so much. We don't
Yeah, I
need
think
too much.
he's got to give us no hair.
We don't need too much hair dye. Can the goalie coach take a bit of fault for not being able to? Yeah, well, we were. Yes, we already. Hey, why not? I think the trainers, I'm going to give the trainers shit. The trainers got to be better. The water boys, water's got to be colder. The assistant GM, the PR people, all of them. I'm going to blame everybody for tonight. They're all their fault. Every last one of them. Not just MSL, not just the goalies, but seriously, it's time for Monty to, I don't know, have a break. I suggested, play some street hockey with the kids for a couple of weeks, even maybe he can get his confidence back there. But you know what? They beat him 5-hole probably,
It's already
Bobby from up the road.
So much movement for nothing. He's just, it's like he complicates everything right now. And maybe, go on the injured reserve for a few weeks. Maybe that groin is still bothering him and just take a break, reset, see what happens. But he is fighting the puck. His thing is, for me, on the first goal, I could give him the benefit of the doubt because that was really quick and there was a bit of bodies in the front. But it's what happened 5 minutes after that goal when there was that little shot from the blue line and he bobbled the puck right next to it. Beauvillier was right there. Like, that's when I thought there might be a problem. I said, because the goal I could let it go, but that one was no reason to bobble that puck. It was just a floater. All he had to do was put his body in the front of him, and he did. And then the puck starts bouncing, and he held on to it. And I was like, oh boy, that's a guy who's really, really struggling right now because he's fighting that puck.
But even the second goal, like, what's he moving over to the right side for?
No, there's no reason for it.
Just sit in the middle of the net. He's not tracking the puck at all right now.
No.
And then that friggin' Ethan Frank shot from the point, like 50-50, I saved that. 50-50. I saved that one.
I know. It's painful to watch. It really is.
Tyler's optimistic. Season is over, boys. Goalies are fragile. You score 4 goals, that's a win 80% of the time. Last year's magic won't happen again. They needed to be consistent throughout the season. It's over. All right. So
I don't know, man. The Habs were taking worse position at the same time last year at this time of the season, were they not? Like, were they even lower in the standings at this point last year? I know, I feel the pain, I feel the worry, but let's not call this the end of the season yet. It's not the time.
Well, they're still in the playoffs spot, I think. So, it could be worse, folks. Out of all the faults in this game, I still enjoyed Davidson's game. Yeah, he plays with some grit, eh? Another day, another touchdown. Yeah, 2-point conversion, unfortunately. 9.5 million to stand for Dauber. Yeah, I want Heineman back. Could have been a different game if it wasn't so many missed calls. Yeah, it's always the refs' fault, eh? Maybe the refs should go in nets for us, and then we could just, we blame either the goalie or the ref. We want to just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Put the refs in net, and then
they made a nice save in the third period on the clearing attempt by Washington. That was stopped, and that was not nice because of it. I was like, geez, even they're making a save when I don't want them to.
It is rather amazing that the other teams never seem to, do any infractions the last 2 periods of game. But I'm not going to blame this on the refs.
Actually, maybe we should thank them with the way the power play's been going. We don't need any more penalties from
Well,
Montreal.
yeah, for sure. Uh, yeah. Do you think they make a move of some sort other than the goaltending? Maybe like if Evans is out, you almost have to think about trying to, even if it's a waiver pickup or something, you know?
Well, that's what I was saying before, right? Texier is on waivers now, I believe, but
Yeah.
boy, you know, he's another Valeno in a sense that he could play all three positions on the fourth line, kind of. But again, the idea always becomes the same thing, right? He's not playing on a very bad St. Louis team this year. I don't know what he could do for Montreal that would help, but it might be a necessity because I don't know what they have in Laval that could come up and, make much of a difference. Maybe again, maybe Jack Eyes, plays that physical in your face game to make a statement that gets the team going. But that's about the only thing they got. Meshar can't do it, won't help the team. He's redundant for the Habs right now. He's just the same as too many other players they have.
Yeah.
And there's nobody else. Like there really isn't. So I think having to get a body off the waiver wire just because you need to fill a roster might be a necessity at this point.
Yeah. Or try to trade for somebody, maybe. You know.
Yeah.
Here's Mr. Panagoitis again, who shall remain nameless. As a season ticket holder, I attended my second game tonight. Yeah, who could this be? The building was rocking and crowd was charged up until number 35, 1 minute in, shit the bed again. Sucked the energy right out of the Bell Center. Yeah, I got a text from this guy, I'm pretty sure, right after that. He wasn't happy. I
No,
paid
he
my
was
good
not.
money for
He was
this.
not.
As a season ticket holder, it's got to be frustrating, right? Oh, this is a question for Rick. How do you feel about being in goal Saturday night? Can't be
No,
worse
let's
than
do
what
it,
we have.
baby. I
Right?
just want to go. I'm only going to be in Nets though if I could do like the old '70s style mask there. But they wore. I want that, or else no way. But I want those '70s style masks because they look so cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe
I'm
maybe
picturing
Rick who doesn't skate can do better. I don't know.
I'm picturing Millhouse strapped to the net there. Uh,
Oh
get him
boy.
Millhouse Van Houten.
Oh.
Uh, Goalie need to be mentored way better. They need someone who can relate and knows how to prepare properly and tend to weaknesses. They can't even snap to shut 5-hole properly and overly aggressive. Yeah, thank you, Black Dragon. That's you might be a new person on here, and yeah, I don't know that. I mean, it's happened before. You change goalie coaches when it's not working. If you're not going to change the goalies, you got to change something. When the
Yeah.
team sucks, you can't trade the team. What do? You change coaches. Well, same for goalies, right?
Yeah.
You either change the
No.
goalies or you change the coach. Something's got to change. It's
Yeah.
just unless unless they're saying, "Well, boys, one more year, one more top 10 pick. Let's go
Oh,
for it. But I don't think the fans are going to accept it. They're not going to be happy. They'll be
no.
livid, in fact, if the team goes in the dump after having so much promise at the start of the year. Leafs will dump 5 on this team because of the goalies who are as weak as a piss warm beer that's been out for 7 days. I don't know. Do you have a feeling that fans are a little jacked up there? I don't know. I get the feeling people aren't real happy right now,
Oh.
and can you blame them?
No, it's frustrating. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
it's not the sense that you're into the game and you're losing by a little bit. It's the fact that they're just being dominated, and it's the worry that this team cannot handle physical hockey too. The big teams just pound them into submission, and there's no answer. They don't know, they can't handle it. It seems on top of the goaltending, but Dallas. really handled them easily. The Kings handled them easily. Now it's Washington. So now you're noticing that there's a structural problem to the team, and that becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't Jack go? Do you think he's a little gun shy after losing those last couple of scraps there a bit?
He could
I
be.
wonder.
He could definitely be. I mean,
You
that's a
know,
big order to take on Tom Wilson, right? If and you know, I was a bit surprised that Josh Anderson waited till the very end of the game to go after Wilson. I mean, I think something up against Wilson earlier in the game, even if the Habs were down by one, might have ignited a little bit of passion for the players, get them emotionally involved in the game, just because so many guys were not. Mentioned it before. Slavkovsky was not good at all tonight. I'm sorry, but the
no.
worrisome part about Slavkovsky was how easily he was being pushed around the boards. He was down a lot, and he was not doing well in puck battles, and that's a problem. I'm not expecting him to be a mean guy like Kachuk or Wilson, but he's not handling. He was not handling the physical part of the game because he's not moving his feet. He's not playing with intensity tonight. It
He
was
had his
very
head down.
frustrating.
He had his head down a few times and got
Yeah,
caught with his head down. And yeah,
yeah,
no, that wasn't a good Slav
yeah.
game tonight.
No, and
After
Matt
what I
Loy just
thought,
pushed him around in the third period. Not too, then wasn't too hard, and again he was on the ground in the corner, and that
yeah,
part bothered me a little bit. You know, you don't expect him to always be successful, but he's got to find a way to be intense and hard and ready to go, and not so
yeah,
easily be pushed around.
yep, yep. Pavel Mintyukov wants to move. Yeah, I don't think that solves too much. That doesn't solve our keeping the puck out of the
No,
net in any way. That's for sure. Mintyukov's
yeah,
not exactly the
he's a
defensive
he's another left-handed defenseman, which I think
stalwart.
is a
Well,
strong
that
point
too.
for Montreal. So no, it wouldn't be the guy
No,
we'd go after.
and he's offense first, and he's a bit of a he's Russian, and yeah, no, he wants out. He's not. I don't know, a character. The
Well,
Canadians
on
aren't.
top of it, I think Anaheim are doing well, and he's playing for them, so there's no reason for Anaheim to want to make a move, anyways.
Well, what? Yeah, and why? Why does he want to leave a team on the upswing because it's all about him getting
Oh,
ice time?
oh, he wants to leave. That. Oh, I didn't know that part. Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
sorry about
yeah.
that. I wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
boy. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you not see him get destroyed by Shifley in the playoffs? He took 100 brain cells away from him. Okay, everybody's in a bad mood tonight. I even like no donations tonight. Everyone's. I got $2 earlier when we were still in the game. Um, Stefan Waite is available.
Oh boy.
Aha. Why is that? Uh, we'll just leave it at that. Let's get Steve Penny out of retirement. Yeah,
Hey,
there we
he was
go.
out for a while.
Yeah, Red Light Rossico could have saved a couple of those tonight. That shot by Ethan Frank, he'd have saved it. Someone who's dealing with post concussion syndrome for the last 4 years, it scares the hell out of him. Yeah, well, could be that he got a concussion, right? That wouldn't be good. I know, like he was pretty pissed. He threw his glove or whatever, right? When he Evans when he went down the corridor. So David Ayers signing incoming. Anybody could be good for us. Probably the same potential as Fowler. Yeah, that was the yeah. What the Zamboni driver or whatever that
Yeah.
he managed to beat. Oh, look at this! I must have struck a nerve. There's $5. Thank you, Mark. All right. I got some money tonight. I can
Good
tell the
man.
wife.
Good man.
I appreciate it. Um, Jack, I would be benched if he did go. Well, no, he didn't get benched the last two nights he went.
No, no, no. I don't think that was the case. I just think Jack, like a lot of other players, probably just lacks a lot of confidence right now, and he's unsure of himself. And I think he sees the rest of the team
Yeah,
struggling, and he doesn't want to make it even worse, maybe. But so that's part of it. When a team is struggling, you overthink. Nothing is smooth, nothing is easy, and you start making these mistakes for
Yeah.
that reason.
Hey, Tyler, I wasn't just that wasn't just aimed at you. That was aimed at everybody, and that includes me. I'm frustrated too. Believe me.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it is rough to watch for the most part. Like Tyler says, this team has played well, just for it to be pissed away by poor goaltending, pretty much. You know, although the defensive structure has not been great the last few games. There
No.
was a lot of how many friggin' 2-on-1s and breakaways and like,
Yeah.
you know, Carrier 2 on the same shift, and then, you know, Carrier hasn't been. He's kind of the last 5 games or so. We're not noticing him as much. Certainly, the last 10, he hasn't been providing any offense. And lately, tonight especially, I didn't like his defensive game necessarily tonight, but for the most part, he's been good. But he's not playing as well right now either as he had been. Mind you, he was playing really well, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt overall. But it's Kreider's fault. It's Kreider's fault picking Louis LeBlanc 18th and Kreider went 19th. Then he injured Price. Yeah, Curry would still be out with our goalie with 2 cups. Yeah, well, you know, everything happens for a reason. If we'd have taken Kreider, you know, maybe what? Who did we draft after that? No, we didn't get too many, eh? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know about winning 2 cups. I mean, you know, we can say all we want that if Price doesn't get hurt, they win the cup that year. But what, the Rangers didn't win the cup, right?
No.
So who's to say that the Habs would have won the cup that year? Like, Canadians really weren't a great team, you know. Price kept them in it, but you can always speculate that they would have won a cup. But anyway, don't spend it all in one place. Oh yeah, thank you, thank you. Good words of advice. I'm rich. I'm rich. Hey, Blackjack Shellac. I'm rich. I'm rich. um, Fowler can't be worse than what we have now.
No. No,
The,
he
the
can't.
Trois Riviere goaltenders can't be worse than what we have now. I'd call up the third string from Trois Riviere to play instead of Monty right now. I
Well, who's
bet
the
you.
goaltender that got a tryout there? The former goaltender for the Ottawa Senators organization. There, didn't keep him, and I was like, maybe
Yeah,
I forget his
bring him
name.
back.
They given him a tryout. I go, maybe he should come up. Like he's had some NHL experience.
Yep, no, for sure. What, Mandalese?
Yes, that's it. Mandelis. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You can put a mandolin in nets right now, and it'd be better than.
The
Uh,
shooter tutor there.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I felt during the first period of the game, Habs were pretty much in control, even when they were trailing with a goal. On the second period, the game was more physical, and they lost control. Yeah, well, yeah. Bring up Delgado to take Arbor's place. There's the solution. Yeah, good shot. If he's a good shot blocker, whoever's the best shot blocker, they got to bring up. Oh, I'd donate more to see Rick in his goalie gear. There we
Oh
go.
man. Next game, next show, Sunday morning. I'll try to find some goalie gear and see what I can do to make you happy, buddy.
Oh, you know what? You know that picture of Stu Cowan, the mailbag, and you ask a question, and it's got the 2 goalie pads beside him. You ever seen that?
No, I don't remember that. No, I didn't see that.
I'd put him in nets. Just the just the goalie pads. That would be a step up. I got to get a picture of that and then put it up. Oh, well, yeah, it's got Stu and he's sitting in the dressing room, and then beside him are just two goalie pads,
Oh my
like it's the
gosh.
Invisible Man. I'd put Stu's cohort there in nets right now would be better. Just the goalie pads
Yeah.
themselves.
But maybe how about this? They bring Greg Ludwig out of retirement. He blocked so many
Oh,
shots
I
for the
know,
Habs.
eh?
He could probably do well,
Terry
right?
Harper. Get Terry Harper with his size 15 skates. Tyler, I would send money grab, but I tried to pay off money to have a good game and I got scammed.
Ah.
Yeah. Um, oh, $5 Mark here says, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, please. Jeez.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Always good advice.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for the donation, Mark, and thank you for letting people know that, if you can't donate, and I understand, and at least hit like, please. Oh, man. The plane, boss, the plane. Yeah, yeah. See
Are
the
we recommending tattoo now or not?
South Park episode the other night. It's pretty funny.
Oh God, I want to
It's
watch
so
that.
big,
I really gotta watch that.
It's so big. Oh, boss, it's so big. It's pretty funny. Skinner from Monty. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'd even. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd do that. Hal Gill with his octopus style. Yeah, we could use Gilly in front of the net. You could put a rusty barrel in nets and it'll make more saves. Yeah, I know. At least it'd save the first shot. Put Arbor. Oh, okay. Now that put Arbor on the fourth line. That's why I want Delgado. Yeah, there you go.
At this point, maybe it would be an idea just because they're gonna need some players.
Fort Calange. All right.
Oh, I don't know.
Good Valley
Where
boy.
is that?
Much love from a Fort Calange boy. All right. Pontiac. Let's have a look again at the stats here. By the way, you're live, Rick. I don't know if you knew there yet, but we're live.
Yeah, that'll
Glad
live
you
in
didn't.
infamy, my friend.
Glad you didn't say anything incriminating.
No. I'm a good boy.
Yeah, Demidov. I don't know. I don't think he was great tonight either.
No,
-3.
it was not. No, that whole second line wasn't good tonight.
Yeah, at least Cappy wasn't on the ice for 2 of those goals. Cappy, as
Yeah.
usual, with his quick, he changes quicker than any player I've ever seen. He goes 30 seconds and then that's it. He's off. He always changes there. He must have the shortest shifts in the NHL. I don't know, but he managed to be off the ice twice when one time with Evans there, Slav with the turnover, and then
I also think in the second period he missed a few shifts in the second period. I think Marty was not thrilled, and I think he did skip a few shifts in the second. But he's a young player. These little things will happen, and hopefully he comes back strong the next game. It's fine if that's what happens.
he almost tied it. That friggin' shot
Yeah.
early.
Great play.
Lindgren came up with the big save. Like even Charlie Lindgren can outplay our goalies. Guy that the Canadians just gave up. Well, you're not good enough, and then good enough to play better than the Habs goalie. On the bright side,
Demidov and Slavkovsky -3. Slavkovsky really was not good tonight at all. Jeez, was he really not good?
Matheson, again, making some plays, getting the team, keeping the team in it. Galley, nice to see Galley get off the schneid, goal and an assist. Valeno with a goal, that's nice. Suzuki, he hasn't been scoring either. I thought he looked a little better tonight. Like, I think he might be getting over whatever injury was bugging him. I thought he had a little more pep tonight, but nothing outstanding there as far as stats go. Oh, frig. Strubes with that chance to tie it and couldn't get it through there.
I think my question though is if Evans looks to be out the next game, like is Suzuki going to hit the 30-minute mark? like,
Yeah, I
like,
know, eh?
my gosh, how much more could he do at this point?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Question for you guys. It was up to you. What steps would you take to correct the ship other than the goalie call up? Um, well, I mean, I think they got to be shopping for. I don't know if they've been talking to Nashville or whatever, but teams typically trade with each other multiple times too. And last year they did the Baron for
Yeah,
Carrier trade, right?
yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me if they're talking again, and maybe they try to pick up Stamkos or O'Reilly, or something like that for a team boost. Um, Other than that, like call up another player from Laval and call up the goalie, and maybe try to trade for if there's a team out there that's out of the race that wants to do a shakeup. Maybe it's Nashville, and maybe you try to get Stamkos or O'Reilly. I don't know. What else? What else can you do? There's not a
Yeah,
lot of
those are
options.
there's a maybe the waiver wire just because they need a body at this point, and you
Yeah,
hope that whoever you get comes in with a little bit of maybe just a little bit of a spark. Um, I'd like to see them maybe look into getting, even if it's, and that's where your pro scouts better be really good, is try to find a fourth line player, like a bubble player, but one that plays with a little bit of an attitude, a little pest, a little somebody emotional out there. They look so flat right now due to their lack of confidence that maybe you need somebody that'll come and shake things up with, a little bit of a rat player, if you will,
yeah,
something like that to just get these guys engaged emotionally again, because they're flat right now, and they lack confidence. They need somebody that'll come and just shake them up a little bit, and somebody who starts a little scrum or little jab with the stick or something like that. But
yeah,
I warn people that the solutions will not be easy to find. There's no miracle. There's no
yeah.
miracle out there, guys. There really isn't.
Well, when you lose four players, in the
Yeah,
span of a couple of weeks, you have to kind of try to solve it from within as best you can. But maybe pick up one player, unless you can pull off something where a blockbuster where you pick up a couple of players for futures or whatever, prospect or two. But I don't think the Canadians have shown they're not going to rush the they're not going to
no,
rush the process. So don't look for them to you know they're going to try to solve it within if they can, first and foremost. And
but
if
it's
it's
also that
flipping,
a lot of the players they've lost are bigger bodies, right? It's Alani,
yeah,
it's
well,
Doc, it's Goulet, it's all guys that are
and
big bodied.
and Thrawn, like saying Farrell up, well, that's another small body. I don't think.
Yeah,
I mean, you already brought up Raw. You know, um, Davidson's not big. He plays gritty, but he's undersized. Like he's smaller than the NHL average size.
hmm,
Raw's smaller than the average size, and Farrell's even smaller. So
yeah,
I think probably Fleury and Jacky probably makes the most sense. You know,
yeah.
and he scored a goal a couple of games ago. Like maybe he's getting his game back on track a bit here, but
Yeah.
just for that physical presence, and also he can play center, right? And if
Yeah,
Evans
that's
is
gonna
out,
be yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Evans, Jacky, Kapanen, three of your four centers. Oof, not a lot of experience there, right?
No, and your top penalty killer. Now who becomes your top penalty killer at center right now?
Suzuki,
Suzuki, who already plays like on your
30
power
minutes,
play on your
30 minutes a
first.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, Cappy's gonna have to. Well, they already, Veleno has become and he'll get more of that ice time that Evans had. But they've already moved Suzuki in more, and it'll be Suzuki and Veleno will get a bunch. Get a bunch.
Maybe they call up Beck because he can't play shorthanded.
Yeah, maybe. Jack I can kill penalties too, but
Yeah.
We're already starting to get McKenna talk, and yeah, don't know that they're going to be that bad, guys, but maybe if you win the lottery, right? Zhuravsky, McKenna, Demidov, yeah, baby, yeah. I don't see who's going to the net, who's getting the puck out of those three. That'd be my only concern, right?
Yeah.
Looks good on paper, but there's a center option I don't want to call out by name, but if you see Grant's scouting reports, you'll know who it is. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I quite get what he's talking about there, but sorry, went over my head. Yeah, well, call up Hage in an emergency call up.
Let's not forget too, guys. If Montreal start calling people, they're waiting. They're just waiting for Montreal to call them, right? They're not
Yeah,
going to be. They're not going to be making any favors for Montreal. They're going to be asking for a lot, knowing that Montreal really needs somebody now too. So it's not
no,
going to
that's
be
right.
easy to pull off a good trade.
Jurowski goes to the net. It's, sort of. If he's on a breakaway, he goes to the net. Yeah. Reinbacher needs some games. Yeah. Well, we're not getting injuries. So like somebody says Enstrom call up and Reinbacher, blah, blah, blah. It's not, defense isn't where
No,
you're getting these injuries, right? So I don't know. Who's can you blame any one defenseman for what's been going on? Not really.
no.
They've all had their share of hiccups, except Matheson. Matheson's been the most steady defenseman this year.
I
Really,
think so. I think
you
so
know,
for sure. Yeah, definitely. He's been solid game in, game out. And I
and
don't want to make any bad jokes here, but Doc, Goalie, and Liney have been constantly injured the last few years, and they're injured again. I just don't want to call up Reinbacher right now, and who's also been injured a few times in the last few years, and kind of add to that. Let's keep him away. Let's keep him away from all this mojo here.
if a couple of these defensemen that were going to play on the Olympic team injured, this and that, I don't know. I would be contemplating Matheson. I think he on the in the Olympic tournament. I think he would excel. With his
Yeah.
skating ability and the way he's
Oh
playing
yeah.
right now, he's got to be at least in the mix as a
I
guy
would
that
hope so.
you could bring, because he's playing just outstanding. He really is playing outstanding hockey,
Yes.
and a goal and assist tonight again. He's like not making a lot of mistakes, and
No.
he shuts down so many plays with his mobility that could be chances. I don't know how many chances he's thwarted in the last 2 weeks that things could have been even worse if not for the play of
I agree.
Matheson.
I
He's
agree.
he's really playing good hockey. Oh, this must be Ed. Ed the stats man. He's now Ed V-ET6QM. Hey,
Wow.
that's a catchy name there, Ed. Do you mind if we just call you Ed? Kahkonen 918 in 6 games. Fowler 921 and 10.
Wow.
Bring them both up. Good idea. I'd I'd bring at least one up. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Um, I would have no problem saying who it is, but To see that content, you have to be a member of his channel. It's paid content. Just don't want to call it out is all. I'll go ahead. Nobody's friggin' signing up for my Patreon page anyway. Wish we could rewind November. Yeah, cold November rain. November is I don't know. It's the most depressing month. I'm always happy when November's gone. Done. Davidson. Yeah.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for finally saying it. I mean, he can take faceoffs, right? He can. He was 57% in the Memorial Cup or his Memorial Cup year, 57%, and then at the Memorial Cup 70%. He went head to head against Beck, and he won 7 out of 10 draws against in the semifinal game that year. He can take draws, and I'm a little surprised that because he's a left shot and all, why they don't let him. Since he's been in Laval, he's hardly taken any faceoffs. I would be, considering that they have no friggin' left centers, and Davidson is a left and was a center before he came to Laval.
Yeah. Take the faceoff.
Well, on that side of the ice?
Yeah.
Why not? The man can take draws. Get him practicing and get him taking some draws. Suzuki losing draws on the power play. Every time a power play starts, it seems like he loses that opening draw, and 30 seconds go down the drain every time, right? Mm-hmm. The only way they won a face-off in the offensive zone with Suzuki out there was when he got thrown out, and then Bolduc won the draw. It just wasn't a good face-off night for Suzy, I don't think. What was he? He ended up 53%. Okay, he came back, but I wish he'd win the odd draw on the power play. Oh, we're up over 1,000 views.
Thank you, everyone.
I appreciate that. Remember, if you're watching on X, come on board here. Lament, air your grievances. It's early Festivus for the rest of us here. I thought that scouting report was very well done. Had not even considered him as a center before that. Oh, once in a while, I have a decent scouting report. Rick there is going to be contributing some to the Patreon too. Once he gets up to speed on some more prospects. I looked at a kid. There's a Swedish center that's going to be going. You watch. I'm going to do a report on him here coming up. But I watched the Five Nations Cup from last week. He might be better than Nordmark, this kid.
That's something.
And he's a center. And he shoots left. And he's gritty.
Whoa. Let's call it. Let's get him. Sign him as a free agent right now.
I sent a scouting video to a certain somebody today. I hope you looked at it. I'm not going to name names. Yeah, the bubble has burst. Roger Bouchard. Yes, Roger. Roger that. It has indeed. We'll let's go a few more minutes here, but no 2.5 hour show tonight, guys. I've got a headache for some reason. These goalies are taking the starch out of me.
Yeah, it's got to permeate through the whole team. And again, we talk a lot about the goaltending, but a lot of players have not been playing so well right now, and it's just the cohesiveness is not there. It seems like players have on good teams. I think players have like good games, pretty good games. They kind of go between that, but with the Habs, it's either really good games and then next game is terrible, and it's really erratic from from game to game who's going to play well and who isn't. So it's a problem to manage the bench that way. You kind of want people to be a little bit more steady, but it's really hard to do also when, again, every game you're losing somebody and now everybody's roles changes and people are playing way too many minutes. And it's going to be a very hard road now with Evans gone for hopefully not too long, but I don't expect him back the next game if he wasn't able to finish this one with what looks to be a
Yeah.
head injury.
Well, there's not a lot you can do about when you get, ravaged by injuries like that,
No.
Like we can lament all we want, but there is, it is an excuse.
Yeah.
And a viable one. So the Habs are now in 13th place in the Eastern Conference. That was quick, eh?
Really, eh? Oh boy, that's such a tight league, man. You just can't
Yeah.
lose too many.
Yeah, but 2 points out of first in the division. So, let's just take her easy here. And a game in hand on Detroit, too.
Okay.
So,
Who are they playing on Saturday again?
Ottawa right now, if they win, will have the best win percentage in the
Oh wow.
Tampa and Ottawa will have the best win percentage, and Montreal just a hair behind them. Actually tied with Florida in win percentage.
All right, all right.
And
So
Detroit,
they're still in it.
Detroit, who is in first in the East, actually is fifth in win percentage in the East. So that's how tight it is.
Nah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we expected Detroit's bubble to burst at some point because on paper that was not such a good team, and I think that's going to start to happen soon enough.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know. I'd le Garou du Nord, the Garou of the North. Been following Grant for the last few years. Your eye is sharp. Thank you, Fort Collonge. I appreciate that. Goaltending is a systemic breakdown of the defensive system. Yeah, and the systemic breakdown of Montembeault being able to stop a puck. Whatever you want to call that. You know what? I have already done this, Jonathan, and it's a good point. Blame it on that friggin' cheesy mustache Marty's got there. It's got to go, or start a goatee or something.
I think though. I think Coach Robbie had a worse one. They interviewed him in
Yeah,
the second period. I thought it was like, oh boy, there's a lot of patches there.
yeah. Some people just can't. Remember when Chucky tried to grow a beard? That was like, ooh, Chucky, don't be doing that anymore.
I love when the teams in the Memorial Cup try to grow a beard. It's like, oh wow, look at them growing a peach fuzz. It's so cute.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for sure.
Then you got Mason McCavish who grows a Brett Burns beard at 19.
Yeah, no, you just can't quite do her. I don't think. Um, where's Josh Anderson's fire? Jack eyes, neutered dogs. Thanks, Dice man. Yeah, would have liked a little more pushback at the end there, eh? McAvoy out indefinitely. Realistically, the Habs can get back in it, but it's all on the goalies. Well, pretty much.
A lot of it.
I mean, I think they can stay in the hunt until some injured players get back. But we'll see. It's they got to get the goaltending. If they don't, I mean, I guess 55% in the faceoffs tonight. That's right, Ed. Like if they can somehow, like right now, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holy geez, they'd be drafting top 10 right now.
Wow.
That's how tight it is. Tied with Edmonton.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And they could be like a couple more losses and they're 1, 2, 3, 4. They could be top 5. sitting with a top 5 pick. So
Just incredible.
yeah. So I mean, it's one of those years where it's going to be so tight that you can go from wanting to be cheering for being first in the division to cheering for Tank. It's it's going to
Well,
waver. It's going to be one of those years. But really, though, would you trade Monty for RNH? No, no, no. Ryan Nugent Hopkins? No, no. Monty's too valuable. I wouldn't. I wouldn't make that trade. What for a 100-point scorer? Former 100-point scorer? Maybe. Yeah, I'd consider it.
I mean, yeah. It'd be great to do the trade. The thing is with RNH is Ryan Nugent Hopkins is I don't think he's played much center anyways in the last few years, and it's not that I'm saying that one-on-one in a vacuum I do that trade anytime, but it's just hard to see if he's the solution to a problem, which is really the center position for Montreal in terms of forwards. I don't know. I don't think Ryan Nugent Hopkins has played much center in the last 3 years, even if I'm not mistaken with Edmonton. He's mostly been on the wing. So you know,
I'd take
kind of have
Ryan
to try to
Nugent
find.
Hopkins.
You try to, in terms of salary cap space, it'd be good to find a center right now. That's really the most important thing.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, folks. Well, I think we'll wrap it up here. Not too much more to say, really. Goalie, uh, something's got to give on the goaltending front. That's obvious. Hopefully they call up one of the goalies and give them a look. I can't really.
Yeah.
I don't think they can keep doing this. They've gone
No.
from being comfortably at the top of the division to being 13th in the conference in a hurry, and that could quickly be last in the conference. Buffalo's last, and they're only 5 points behind the Habs. So
On Saturday, they're taking on a true Stanley Cup contender, right?
what's that?
Saturday, Montreal is taking on a true Stanley Cup
Yeah.
contender, is what I'm saying. Like a really top team.
Well, there you go. Yeah,
Toronto.
yeah. Well, see, I don't follow the schedule very well. Toronto, eh?
No, I'm just poking fun of the Toronto Maple
No, I
Leafs a little
know.
bit.
Did Toronto? What did Toronto do tonight? Did they? They've lost 4 of their last 5.
Oof.
That's not very good, eh?
No.
That's the one blessing, I suppose, that we're still ahead of the Canadiens are still ahead of the Leafs. But you know what? Right now, the Leafs are in contention for McKenna, and that's kind of scary too.
No, they're not actually. They don't have that first round pick. Oh, it's they do have it because it's
Lottery
a
protected.
trade. Yeah, it's a non-lottery pick. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we want them to be a little better. Yeah. As far as what's your solution? Pray. Well, no, I think we've touched on that. You know, see if you can get an O'Reilly or call up Jack Eye or Beck. I mean, there's not a lot of solutions, right? Emergency call up of Hage. I don't think they do that. He's
No.
not ready. I don't believe he's ready. But it'd be fun to see Hage play a couple of games. Owen Beck did that. He came up. He got called up when he was in junior, right? As an emergency.
Yeah, but did age?
When he was
The thing is,
19.
age has to sign doesn't age has to sign a contract because he plays university hockey, and if he signs that contract, he can't play in the
Oh,
NCAA.
I
Where
guess so. Yeah,
Beck
yeah.
was in junior, so I think
And
it's
you're not allowed to because they
yeah.
still. I guess not, eh?
No,
You're not allowed to
my
sign.
understanding is no, but
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, you can't be an emergency call up from college. That makes sense. Yeah. They can't call up Zhuravsky in an emergency. Hayden Papanicus, don't think he's ready. Yeah. So I don't know. There's not, not a pile of solutions. Call up Beck um, or Jack I guess, and maybe try to either waiver pickup or try to trade for an O'Reilly or something along those lines. You got to explore it. I think Hughes is probably on the line trying to see if he can get
Yeah.
someone. You know,
Yeah.
keep the playoff hope alive because they're right there. I mean, a 2-game, 3-game winning streak, and they're back in first place. So, I don't think they're going to give up on the season by any means at this point. Even if some of our live chatters have, and it's hey, I get it. It's frustrating right now, but we're still in it. Toronto beat Toronto, and that always feels good, right, Rick?
Yeah.
And I mean, if there's a team that can be had right now, it's Toronto. So maybe that's the antidote right there.
Yeah.
A little bit of maple leaf cooking.
Yeah, a bit of a big emotional win, get everybody fired up again, and get their
Yeah,
headspace back in a good spot.
for sure. All right, folks, we're gonna wrap her up there. Thanks for coming out. We had 1,062 views, which is good. And the Leafs pick is top 5 protected, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but right now they're top 5. So, like we're talking about McKenna here, he will go top 5. So, as long as they don't get a top 5 pick, I'm all right. I'm good. Grant, if this wasn't a goalie issue, I would have much more hope, brother. But goalies can lose confidence and lose it all year. Yeah, but you have 2 very capable goalies on the farm, so call one up. There is a. It's not like there isn't a solution here. It's not like the 2 goalies are playing like crap in Laval. So
No.
There are options. It's not like, and also like there's roster spots. Dovish can go back. He's not waiver eligible too. You could always send him down, right, for
Yeah.
a bit if you wanted
Yeah.
to. I mean, uh, and, and the other option is like he's asking on waivers though. I
Yeah.
don't think Monty's or Dovish can go back down because we talked about that Kahkonen maybe winning the spot in training camp, you know,
That was
and because he was waiver eligible and Dovish wasn't. That's why I thought they might keep Kahkonen at the start of the year. But even if he was, waiver eligible, they have extra roster spot. They could go with 3 goalies for a while, even if they wanted to, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could
keep 3 up. I mean, they went a whole year almost doing that. Yeah.
And Kahkonen is waiver eligible, obviously, but they signed him to a pretty good contract for a guy that's going to play mostly in the AHL for that reason. I think he signed at 1.1 million to discourage some teams from picking him up if they have to put him on waivers. So there's some protection there, not 100%, but some.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, my headache's not going away, so I'm gonna call it a night and go take 2 aspirin. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you Saturday night, I guess. Rick, you gonna be around Saturday night?
Maybe I'll see what my schedule tells me, but I'll let you know. But it was fun. I
Okay.
really enjoyed doing this. Really, it's hopefully a big win Saturday will put everybody in a
Yeah.
good mood and non-headache kind of mood.
A little bit of therapy. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Well, thanks for coming, Rick. I appreciate it. All the all the crap you're going through right now. So I always appreciate it when you can
Thank you. Thank you.
come on board and somebody can help me dealing with all the negativity that we're all feeling right now. Okay,
Thank you,
folks.
man.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Uh, I thought it'd be worse actually. Everybody's still, we're still in the race. So, okay, everyone. Thanks, Rick, and we'll see you Saturday.